Now we're back to the 996 head. We have installed the seats. We previously bored the holes, the seat pockets for the Beryllium exhaust seats and the bronze intake seats. Now you can see the seats are installed in the head and the ports are blended to match everything, nice and smooth. And we've already cut one valve sealing surface on this one, and I will show you what cutter I used. Here's the cutting tool, and you can see it has a nice radius on it, so it puts a real nice smooth radius on the seat so that the exhaust gases flow across it very smoothly. There's no breakup, and it's hard to see it because this camera doesn't focus too well on close-up things, but you can see that this seat, it has a top angle, a lower angle, and then it will start to curve down into the port where that smooth radius is into the port, so it makes for a real nice flow. So at this time we're going to cut the next seat. So I'll stick the cutter in the machine, and we'll lower the head down. Change our speed because I was doing something a little bit different earlier with the speed for the final cut, which I won't tell you because that's kind of a secret. Can't give you away all the valve cutting secrets in my videos, but I will tell you the basics, and if anybody doesn't know the basics, then they shouldn't be doing your head work. So this is what it looks like when we start to cut the new surfaces on fresh seats. And for right now, I'm only going to take it down so far, and I won't show you how I do the final cut because beryllium is a very tricky substance to cut properly to get a nice smooth concentric seat. And there's different methods of doing it, and I've found one that works very well. So we're going to come down to about that depth for right now. Pull the head back out, stop it, and you can see that we're starting to take shape of what it's supposed to look like on the exhaust side. And I'll do my finished cuts, and let's move on to the exhaust. This is the exhaust valve. This is an oversized valve in this 996 head, tulip shaped. You can see how nicely this will flow across here with the tulip shape. It helps airflow. If I can get it, I'll show you a stock valve. You can see this is a stock valve, and it's the tulip on it's not as pronounced, so the other one will flow now a little bit nicer. A few CFM, it all counts. And it's also an oversized valve too. It's kind of hard to see, but the diameter of the head on the aftermarket one is bigger, and you can see that there's a much larger margin on the face of the valve. So this valve coupled on a beryllium seat will run very cool, flow very nice. That's what it's going to look like when it's done, when all four of them are in there. As you can see, what we're trying to achieve with the radius on the seat and the tulip shape is at low lift, if I can get a good angle here, whenever this just starts to open at low lift levels, the exhaust will flow very nicely into the port. And then once it's at full lift, somewhere about there, your seat angles don't really make that much of a difference, but at low lift flow levels, the seat angles and their approach to the port is very important. So we'll finish up the exhaust on the heads, and then we'll move to the intakes.